Australia to expand student intake to 2.95 lakh in 2026. Government confirms. The Australian government has announced an increase in the cap for international student enrolments, setting the national planning level at 2.95 lakh for 2026. This marks a rise from the 2025 figure of 2.70 lakh, although it still remains nearly 8% or below the immediate post-COVID peak, according to government data. The move is in line with the federal policy of managed growth for the international education sector. Beginning next year, international students progressing from Australian high schools to public universities or transitioning from recognised pathway providers or TAFE institutions will be exempt from the national cap. Leaders in the school sector have welcomed this change, as it will help students avoid delays in university placement due to the timing of school results. Currently, public universities are permitted to admit up to 1.45 lakh new international students. Vocational education and training VET providers can enroll up to 95,000, while private universities have a limit of 30,000. Each institution has been allotted a specific quota under the planning system. Focus on Southeast Asia. Visa reforms ahead. Education Minister Jason Clare reaffirmed that international education remains one of Australia's most important export sectors. This is about ensuring the sector grows in a way that benefits students, institutions, and aligns with national interests, he said. Clare noted that the government's goal is not only economic but also to enhance international goodwill. Universities will retain their existing allocations in 2026. However, public institutions will be allowed to apply for expanded quotas if they can demonstrate stronger engagement with Southeast Asia and sufficient housing capacity for both domestic and international students. Institutions that rely heavily on international student revenue have welcomed the clarity. Brett Lovegrove, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Global Partnerships at the University of Queensland, said the announcement would help universities plan long-term infrastructure and investment projects, which often involve significant financial commitments. The regional push ties in with Australia's broader economic strategy to build partnerships in Southeast Asia through education, agriculture, and resource cooperation. Priority visa processing will also continue for students from the Pacific, Timor-Leste, and those holding Australian government scholarships. Also read CBSE announces mandatory 75 attendance for 10th, 12th students. Check details. New regulatory framework in the pipeline to support this planned expansion. The government will update Ministerial Direction 111, which currently guides fair visa processing. A new regulatory body, the Australian Tertiary Education Commission, is expected to oversee the growth strategy, pending Senate approval. For the VET sector, reforms aimed at strengthening visa processing and institutional integrity are set to continue beyond 2027. Skills and Training Minister Andrew Giles emphasised that these changes are intended to ensure the system remains sustainable while addressing both domestic and regional workforce needs. Swipe left for next video. Assistant Minister Julian Hill, speaking at a recent education conference, reiterated Australia's commitment to high-quality education and a supportive environment for international students, especially those from Southeast Asia. He also highlighted the importance of aligning future growth with the availability of adequate housing. The new planning system assigns institution-specific enrolment caps to ensure Australia's international education sector grows in a balanced and sustainable manner. Latest vlogs.